Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. Presiding Officer, there's no doubt in my mind that the second decade of the 21st century is a pivotal moment for healthcare and healthcare systems, not just in Scotland but around the world. An ageing population, a shift to more multidisciplinary working, and rapid advances in research and technology, to cite just some of the trends we see, present challenges and opportunities that the founders of the NHS could scarcely have imagined. It's the decisions that we take today on research, on the organisation of our NHS, on relationships between investments in social, community, primary and secondary care, and on the education and training of the health and social care workforce of the future that will determine how well our health service responds to these challenges and opportunities. People in Scotland should get the care and support they need in the right place at the right time, which is why we are transforming our health and social care system to make sure it keeps pace with Scotland's changing needs. But notwithstanding that, Presiding Officer, I support the IRH and the Community Midwife Unit. I have campaigned to save services in the past, and I will do so again. On social media, I posted the consultation document that Jackie Baillie was alluding to. I posted that last week to encourage people to get involved. I'm meeting with the Chief Executive and the Chair of the Health Board this week, and I'll be meeting with the Cabinet Secretary for Health later this month. I have been, and I will continue to raise the issue to encourage the electorate to get involved, to make their thoughts known. Despite the cuts to the Scottish Government's budget from the UK Government since 2010, the Audit Scotland report, NHS in Scotland 2015, found health resource spending has increased in real terms. Audit Scotland confirms that there has been a real terms resource increase in every single year from 2008-9 to 2014-15, and capital spending from Westminster has been cut by 25% to the Scottish Government. However, as per the Scottish Government's commitment, resource spending has increased in real terms, and Audit Scotland has confirmed that. And Scotland has a record high NHS workforce and continues to advance in diagnosis, treatment and care. Now, Jackie Baillie spoke there about the past, and certainly the campaign that certainly took place in 2008. Now, that certainly was a campaign that Jackie Baillie, others and myself, in terms of the parliamentarians, we were successful in maintaining the community midwife units, and it's certainly something that I would like to see the community midwife units maintained going forward. But, Presiding Officer, we can't forget that it was under the previous Labour and Liberal Democrat executive that the cuts agenda started. We lost the consultant-led maternity services in 2003, and that's when the issues of the maternity units actually started to happen. In 2008, the review took place, and as I said, Jackie Baillie, others and myself, we were successful in campaigning to save the current formulation of the community midwife units. Okay.
Jackie Baillie.
I think our communities wouldn't forgive us if we simply sought to blame each other for things that happened in the past or indeed are currently happening. Will he join together with me to resist these cuts and perhaps explain why he found it so difficult to support my motion?
Stuart McMillan.
I must admit, I genuinely do appreciate the contributions from Jackie Baillie and the Chamber, but I have already said in this particular speech, and I have said on the record outside of the Parliament, that I will be campaigning, and I am campaigning to save the community midwife unit at the Inverclyde Royal Hospital. And I cannot be any clearer than that, Ms Baillie. Certainly, Presiding Officer, the NHS Greater Glasgow and Clyde Health Board has a record high budget of over £2 billion, which has increased by over 27% under this government. But nevertheless, it has been announced that the board are to press ahead with further scrutiny of the proposals that do include the closure of 7 inpatient beds at the Centre for Integrative Care, the community maternity units at the IRH, and also at the Vale of Leven in Alexandria. Whilst it is clear that the antenatal and postnatal services at the Rankin and Greenock will remain, the Health Board have proposed to cease birthing services at the IRH. Now, there are typically 30 members of Greater Glasgow and Clyde Health Board, most of which are made up of health and finance professionals. The 7 remaining members are Labour councillors, 1 representative from each local authority in the Health Board area. But once again, we've seen evidence that, unfortunately, the week before the Health Board took the decision...
hurry along, Mr McMillan.
The week before the Health Board put forward their proposals, The representative from Inverclyde resigned from the Health Board, therefore leaving Inverclyde with no voice on that particular board and taking that decision. But to conclude with, Presiding Officer,
yes, please.
I will take no lessons from the Labour Party on NHS cuts, and I will always stand for services being delivered at local level. I've got that record in the past, and I will continue to have that record going forward. Thank you.